Lesson 12.1, you'll count outcomes by using a tree diagram or the fundamental counting principle. An outcome is any one of the possible results of an action, and the sample space is the set of all possible outcomes. In our first example, we're going to make a tree diagram to show all of the meal outcomes possible if you have a choice between 2 appetizers, 3 main dishes, and 2 different desserts. So we're going to start by making our first choice. Our first choice is you're either going to have soup or salad. After you make that first choice, your next choice, you are going to choose from 3 different main dishes. So we're going to make 3 branches out. You're going to have a choice of beef, chicken, or pasta. Beef, chicken, or pasta. And then once you finish your main dish, then you are going to have a choice between cake or pie. So we're going to have 2 branches coming off of each one of these main dishes. And it's going to be cake or pie. So now if we want to see what the total meal outcomes possible are, we're going to follow each one of these branches, and when we get to the end, that's 1. So soup, beef, cake. Soup, beef, pie. Soup, chicken, cake, soup, chicken, pie, and so on. Basically, the end of these tips here is 1 outcome each. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 possible outcomes. The fundamental counting principle is a quicker way to get to that same answer. You multiply the number of outcomes for each event together to get the total number of possible outcomes. If we go back to this, for example, we have 2 choices for appetizer, 3 for the main dish, and 2 for desserts. If you multiply all of those together, 2 times 3 is 6, times 2 is 12. It's just a quicker way to get to the same result. For example, a restaurant offers a choice of 3 types of pasta with 5 types of sauce. Each pasta entree comes with or without a meatball. How many different entrees are available? Well, our first choice we're going to make is the type of pasta. There are 3 types of pasta. And then we're going to choose a sauce, and there are 5 types of sauce. And then we have with or without meatballs, so that's 2 possibilities, with or without. So now we're going to go ahead and multiply all those choices together. 3 times 5 times 2, that's going to equal 30 different ways you can have your pasta at the restaurant. Now, probability, remember, is the number of favorable outcomes out of the number of possible outcomes. Favorable meaning like what you want. Our last example is a true story. This is about my youngest daughter, Kelly. She accidentally put a password on her iPod Nano and forgot what it was. It is 4 digits from 0 to 9. What is the probability that she will figure it out on her first try? Well, we have to first figure out how many possible outcomes there are. It's 4 digits, and each one of them is between 0 and 9. Well, from 0 to 9, that's 10 possible choices, because you can't forget the 0. So there's 10 choices for the first number, 10 choices for the second, 10 for the third, and 10 for the fourth. Now, if you multiply those all together, 10 times 10 times 10 times 10, you get 10,000 possible passwords. Obviously, there's only one that is correct, or the favorable outcome. So there's one correct password out of 10,000 possibilities. So the probability that she's going to guess correctly on her first try is 1/10,000th. Not a very good shot. And, well, she didn't figure it out. We had to reset it.